Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome guys. In this video, we're going to be talking about how the atheist can believe. You atheist guy or someone a believer, you're having doubts about your belief, I'm going to show you how you can believe. Even though you are not certain, you can believe. Without certainty, you can believe. Okay, that's what this video is about. So a couple of days ago, I made a video about beliefs, okay, and knowledge. The difference between absolute certain knowledge, necessary knowledge, and what we actually have, justifiable true belief. I made that video and I explained it, okay? But in this video, I'm going to talk about more specifically about beliefs. So the atheist asks this question: how can I just believe? How can I believe when I'm not sure? That kind of thing, like, how can I just believe? That kind of thing. And I'm like, have you tried? So you'd be like, what do you mean try? Is it that you believe or you don't? There's no trying. I'm going to tell you in this video, you can't try to believe. First of all, the first way you will know is that belief, what is belief itself? Is usually levels of commitment, levels of trust, levels of certainty, or should I say probability. You are certain to a certain level. That kind of thing, like, it's not 100%. No one is 100% certain about anything. They can claim it, but they're not absolutely certain. And in fact, in their existence, their belief wanders up and down. This shows you, like, some people have strong belief, weak belief. Have you heard that kind of thing before? Strong belief, weak belief, strong faith, weak faith. All of this shows you that people are not equal. And that means that all the believers, you will find different levels of them. And this shows you exactly my point, that belief is level of commitment, levels of conviction, how much are you, that kind of thing. Or you can endorse something. So if I say I believe in something, it can be that I endorse it. I accept it. I accept that proposition. That can be what belief is. So you as an atheist, you're having a problem because you're not sure, you're not 100% certain, you don't want to believe, that kind of thing. But you can. Even though I can go more to show you why. For instance, about the belief in the hereafter. For instance, believe in the hereafter. You don't know the future. So you cannot say it cannot happen. You can say, I'm not sure. But the thing is that there are other reasons why people believe in the hereafter. If you put that into perspective, you can believe it. You can believe it. Nothing is going to bite you. Now, about the trying part, I think it's Blaise Pascal or someone that talked about something like this. Like, why don't you do the acts of the believers? If you do the acts of the believers, suddenly you start to believe. At least a little more. Like, let me tell you something. If you go and stay with even conspiracy theorist people, and you stay with them and you guys go around the place and you are doing things together, before you know it, you start to like have some kind of a little bit more. Like, they have a point there, that kind of thing. That's how human beings are. We can believe literally anything. We can. So therefore, many people actually see religion as good. Many people do, okay? They see the benefits of how it helps you deal with existential questions, how it helps you deal with losing a family member, dealing with tragedy. Religion actually helps. The communitarian part of it helps. And some people, the traditionalist atheists, even some of them, even though they are atheists, they still like practice the religion. They practice the religion, go to the church, take their kids there because they know the benefits in it. Okay, so that's just one part. Belief is not the way people have made it look, as if it's something like certain, can never change. Absolutely. Most people are not being honest if they tell you that they're absolutely certain. They can't even reach, you know what? Claim it. Claim that you know. You can claim knowledge, but it doesn't mean that you actually know. Okay, this is a fact. People know this. And I talked about it in that last video. Knowledge, if you want to claim knowledge, it has to be something self-evident or 100%, no one can doubt it. Is like absolutely clear. But some of these things about the believers is usually not that. Sometimes they are more sure than others and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to show you can believe, okay? You don't need to attain certainty to believe. You just need to be convinced enough. Convinced enough. And that's it. That's your belief. Whatever it is that you're convinced more about, or you can actually want to believe. And I think this is William James talks about the will to believe. So if you have that will to believe, go for it. And funny enough, it's exactly in response to another atheist. I think his name is Clifford. Clifford, that guy was talking about that it is evil to believe. Clifford was talking about that it is evil to believe without certainty. That if you're not certain about something, it is evil for you to believe in it. That's an atheist guy, hardcore. But William James came back and said, no, if you have the will to believe, you can. That's something similar to what I'm trying to say here. But my own point is that when I realized that what people call belief or the believers is actually not absolute certainty, it's actually people accepting the proposition, believing that that proposition is true, that the evil people will be punished in hell and the good people will be rewarded, something like that, okay? That's who created the world. We didn't just pop out of nothing. We must have been created by a God. That's a belief. Many historical things about you can have beliefs about them. It doesn't mean you're absolutely certain or you can prove it, but you can believe it, and that's the point. You can believe it. So anyway, you guys, what do you think about this argument? The next time someone tells you that they need that they cannot believe because they are not absolutely certain, you can show them this. You can show them that. Are you convinced enough? You might not be convinced. And if you still want that proposition to be true, you can assent to believe. And you can actually, what's it called? Practice it. You can practice the acts of the believers. And before you know it, now, you will see that your belief will start to grow. I'm telling you, it's like love. It's like loving someone. If you love someone, something, you know what it's like? How will I say? There are some times, the first time you meet someone, you don't like them. But as time goes on, you start to like them. And you start to see, like, and it might end up being the best relationship ever. It's possible, okay? But the point is that I'm showing you that you can believe. So this nonsense about you have to be absolutely certain before you believe something, no, it's not. And remember also, all of your knowledge claims are beliefs. I've already proven that. All of your knowledge claims, anything you believe, anything you hold on to in this world, as long as you're not someone static like how will I say this? A radical skeptic that just kills himself immediately. If you're someone that is living and you're continuing existing, it is based on some kind of belief that you have that life is worthwhile, or we should be good with people. Any belief of those things, they're not necessary, they're not absolutely certain, but you believe them anyway. You see, because we're human beings. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to show in this video. See you guys later. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.